you tell us, will you tell us how old you are and where you're from?
I'm 15, I'm from Brooklyn.
He is 15 years old and he is from Brooklyn. All right? Will you show your headline to camera 3 and to Dick Clark, because we'll make him go to work on you. It says, Teenager's Strategy Defeats All Comers. This young man's name is Bobby Fischer. He is 15 years old. And listen to this. Already, he is the United States chess champion.
Have you changed? You know, all the press about you has talked about your cantankerous period where you would go stomping out and say, I cannot work under these lights and so forth. And then after the period where you were away, you came back milder.
Yeah, you could say that.
And what's the pleasure? What's the moment of pleasure for you? Is it when you see the guy in trouble? Where's the greatest pleasure? Correspond to hitting the home run in baseball.
Ah, the greatest pleasure. Well, when you break his ego, this is where it's at. Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
And when does that occur? When he sees that he's finished?
Yeah, you know, he sees it's coming and breaks all up inside. You know.
Yeah. And you like that moment of just crushing the guy.
Right, yeah.
Now, when you used to walk out of matches, what were the reasons for that? They used to talk
first,
about temper.
Yeah. First of all, I only dropped out of 2 matches in my whole life. And I just looked up the record. I played in about 60 matches my whole life, so it's been a little exaggerated. But I was complaining about the lights. The spectators were bothering me, a lot of noise. You know, they were using all kind of horrible lighting, chandelier-type lighting, when actually you need really soft lighting for it. This is a serious business, 5 hours. Working with your eyes, you know.
What, because of the glare or the
glare,
light shining into your eyes?
Yeah, the light shining into your eyes.
Do you honestly think that you probably are the world's greatest chess player? I mean, there's no reason to be modest about it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, there's no way that I could disprove that. Did you feel like a prodigy as a kid? You know, did other kids say, he's in playing chess while we're out playing baseball?
No, not too much, no.
Yeah. But you were a prodigy.
I was a prodigy, yeah.
Yeah.
As proved, the best chess player in the entire world. And, you know, you read a lot of articles about Bobby saying he's kind of temperamental and demanding. And he's not. I met him this afternoon at the place he designated on top of the Y. In the sign Hollywood that's up in the Hollywood Hills. We met on top of that Y in Hollywood. But I met him briefly. He seems like a charming young man. And would you welcome, please, Bobby Fischer. It is so nice to have you on this show.
Thank you, Johnny.
I saw you on Bob Hope's show that you did with Mark Spitz one night, and you were great on that show. You did a sketch with Bob, and you did your lines like you'd been doing sketches all your life. Did you find it easy or difficult to do that?
People say, well, I don't know, I was a little worried about it. I didn't even watch it on TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you like to watch something that you do?
Unless I'm sure it's good, I don't like to watch it.
You were very good in that. Now, look, you defeated Boris Spassky now, and you're the champion chess player in the entire world. Now, what is there beyond that? How do you top that? Is it now the trick is to not the trick, the idea is to maintain the championship?
Yeah, this is the big problem, how do I top it? But I figure if I can keep the title for another 30 years, something like that.
Just 30 years or so, huh? I'm trying to mix. Okay, does that look mixed
up? Yeah,
up?
it's a little harder, yeah. Okay, ready?
Ready?
No, those are all mixed up.
All right, go.
All right. It needs to be oiled. That cost me. This was not very well mixed up. I want to say that. It wasn't well mixed up. Yeah.
Oh.
17.
No.
Well, they didn't mix it up too well. It takes about 30 seconds.
Want to mix them up a little for me? Now, you're at the top of your form now. Can you get better as you get older?
I think it's a question of physical stamina, really. If I keep myself in good physical shape, I think I could be champion.
That's what a lot of people don't understand. That's interesting. You'd think that you would not have physically to be in such great shape to sit at a board.
Well, you're sitting there for 5 hours, and if your concentration just slips up for a split second and you make the wrong move, that's the game.
To provide information and cease and desist activities from the
Department of Treasury, Washington, D.C., August 21st, 1992. So this is my reply to their order not to defend my title here. That's my answer.
The World Trade Center just about a few hours ago, including that of the White House and I think Pentagon too, right? In fact, right now, Bobby, good day. It's evening right here.
Yeah, how you doing, Pablo?
Yes.
Well, this is all wonderful news. It's time for the fucking U.S. to get their heads kicked in. It's time to finish off the U.S. once and for all.
This is.
And they were shocked. They didn't believe it.
Listen to me. If we are going to have a fucking conversation, polite, then this cannot be a monologue. He could not tear himself from the topic of the evil nature of the Jews and the evil nature of the United States or the evil nature of nuclear power. He talked about this relentlessly, and you really couldn't pull him out of that discussion. It was not just that he was talking about it. It was also the obsessive, compulsive nature of the discussion.
Library, all my other regular library, all my personal correspondence, all my chess sets, all kind of stuff, everything is stolen, everything, all my chess library.
He died from his psychiatric illness. He did not want to accept treatment for benign prostatic hypertrophy.
He refused dialysis, I understand. Probably could have prolonged his life if he'd taken it.
I was able to get him a photograph of Regina and Joan to have with him, which is what he had with him in the hospital when he died.
Reportedly, Fischer's last words were, "Nothing is so healing as the human touch."
The former world champion of chess, Bobby Fischer, has died. His career reached its height during matches with his nemesis, Boris Spassky, back in 1972.
American chess superstar Bobby Fischer has just died.
Former world chess champion Bobby Fischer has died. Considered by many as the greatest chess player of all time.
Bobby Fischer dead at the age of 64.
Just his games, that's his monument. His games.
If you love an art, let's say you love painting, imagine if Picasso had died after only 5 years of work, and all the rest of his works had never appeared. This was a tragedy for the whole chess world.
He did it all by himself. He penetrated the secrets of chess in this shabby Brooklyn apartment. He was the best player who ever lived.
Bobby Fischer, sound roll 3. Right. Speed. And Bobby, you've been playing this game since you were 6 years old and playing it very seriously shortly after the age of 6. Did all this concentration to the exclusion of other activities, did this bother you? Do you think this deprived you of anything growing up?
Maybe, yeah, to some extent, yeah.
Like what?
Well, it would have been better, a little more balanced, yeah. And maybe, a little more rounded, but what can you do?